Hey, everybody. I'm here as promised, 11:30 a.m. on August 8th, which is my birthday. And if you can't tell already, I'm having the best day. So I'm so glad you're here. I am going to just share my live to my group as promised. Give me 1 second. And let me know in the comments below if you're here. Say hello. Give me some birthday emojis because I deserve it, right? Nothing better than some emojis for my birthday. So glad you're here. As I mentioned, if you are coming to me from oh, thank you. Emily, you shared to my group? Thank you. Oh, shared in your group. Okay. Let me just share in my group. Hold on. Thank you. So give me some birthday emojis. My energy is completely out of this world. I never really understood that saying until today. I woke up and I was like, God, this is the opportunity for something amazing. So, I'm 44 years old today and I have zero regrets. I believe that I am here for a reason. Did I always know? No. But I'm going to share a story with you in just a minute. Just give me 1 second because I unfortunately cannot talk at the same time as I'm trying to do something. So, okay. Thank you for your patience. All right. I shared to my group. All right. So if you're here because of I'm going to actually move my tripod here. If you're here because of my newsletter, thank you. Thank you so much. If you're here because Emily or I shared it, I appreciate it. But here's the thing. It's my birthday. And, as a kid, I used to be away every summer. I was fortunate enough to go to summer camp every summer. And I had amazing friends there. I still am in contact with so many of them. My sisters were there. My cousins were there. And on your birthday in camp, it was pretty special. Not only would all day long hundreds of kids be wishing you a happy birthday and counselors, but you also got a phone call if it was your birthday. And I remember friends being ridiculously jealous that I would get to leave a meal during my birthday because my parents would call. I'm going to get super emotional because, I would get homesick when I would talk to them. And I would be like, maybe I want to go home. Maybe I don't want to be at camp. But every year the same thing happened. I would anticipate that phone call during one of the meals, typically at dinner. But for sure, I knew that, camp with friends and family was where I belonged. And that's really the premise for this Facebook Live today is I know where I belong. I know that I'm here for a reason. And I want to share a little story with you. So again, it's Deb LaFlamme. I'm the owner of For Love of Your Biz. Ironically, I named my business that without even knowing what was going to evolve for my business. But here's my little story about my birthday. And of course, my mother calls this morning. Actually, it was funny. She texted me and said, "Are you up?" And I was already on my second cup of coffee. And I said, "Yep, I'm up." And she said, "Can I call?" And it's funny because she's texting me. Isn't that like the way things are now is we text people and say, "Call me," or, we call people and say, "Can you text me?" But anyway, so my mom calls and, we're talking and I start asking her, where she was 44 years ago yesterday, like the day before I was born. And it's funny, I have 8 viewers right now and my birthday is August the 8th. So my mother calls and she wishes me a happy birthday. And I asked her where she was 44 years ago yesterday, the day before I was born. And she tells me, God, I'm so emotional. She tells me that she was sitting under the willow tree at my grandparents' house and enjoying how cool it was because it was August and my grandparents didn't have air conditioning. So, and I remember that tree and I remember playing on that tree. And she said my sister would be playing under that tree, my older sister. But my mother tells me, there's 8. See, Emily, look there's 8 viewers. So she says that she was relaxed because she knew I was coming tomorrow, which was the 8th, because she was being induced. So I find it funny that I was late, right? Oh, Aaron, that's crazy. Yeah, the year. So she says I was late. And it's funny because like in my life, I'm usually late for things, right? I was diagnosed or I was identified with having a learning disability, and they said that I would catch up. I would do the things I need to do, but I just wouldn't do them as quickly as everybody else. And so I find it humorous that, they say better late than never, right? So my mom said I was a little more than a week late. They induced her, and I was born on August the 8th. And so funny that I'm often late doing things. I kind of take my time and do things my own way. But like in my life, I go through the motions. I go through, what I was expected to do. And maybe it took me a little longer than everybody else, but I do it and I get it done. And what I love is today on my birthday, I can really look it back and I can really acknowledge the changes and the things that I've done. I all my life did what I was supposed to do or what kids were supposed to do, not necessarily just me, but, I went to school, I went to college. I even went and got a master's degree. For those of you that don't know, I have a master's degree in health services administration. I was sure I was going to be a nursing home administrator. Imagine. But that didn't happen. And for whatever reason, it didn't happen. And everything changed. I went and worked for a company for 11 years. And that company evolved to be its own thing. And I got laid off. And I don't remember ever I was upset, like personally upset, but I don't remember ever being like feeling bad for myself and feeling like, what am I going to do now? Like I actually remember, I'm going to just lower my camera. I actually remember my husband saying, this is nothing. Like you have so much up here and here that you can make something of this, and you're going to have to, is pretty much what happened. So everything changed for me when I stopped following that path that someone expected, or maybe I expected myself to be on. And I knew I wanted more. Now, for those of you that haven't been following me for a long time, I started my company almost 5 years ago. And really the first 3.5 years, I was kind of just coasting, like just kind of doing what I expected to do, really doing whatever anybody wanted me to do. If you wanted a logo or a business card, or you wanted me to come and take pictures of your business, I would do that. Yeah, so, right. And I was very anti-Facebook. I didn't know where I belonged, and I didn't know where I was best able to serve the people that needed me. And I can't explain the feeling, but there was a moment in time when I realized, probably last year, 2016, and I know I was very anti-Facebook, but it wasn't that I was anti-Facebook. It was I was trying to figure out how I could best serve the people on Facebook. And that might be the book that I actually do write, is the psychology of social media and how people use it. And I'm kind of anti-Facebook only because of the way people choose to use it as a crutch or as a barrier between them when they really should be talking face-to-face to people. But that's a whole other Facebook Live story. But the day that I woke up and the day I realized that I wanted more for my business, even though I didn't know what it was I wanted, I decided to take a year off from purchasing any course or any program or any free download. I just stopped. I just said, why am I chasing something? I'm not even sure what I'm chasing or why I'm chasing it. And so in 2016, I said, that's it. I'm done. I'm not doing that anymore. I have to figure it out. And at the end of the year, I realized what I wanted. And I knew that it was that I couldn't do something alone. I couldn't, whatever it was, it didn't matter. And this is something that you can all apply in your own lives and in your own business, is that it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what you want. You do need to raise your hand and admit that maybe you can't do it on your own. That's a really big deal. When you can look in the mirror and say, I can't do this alone. I just can't. I need someone to hold me accountable. I need someone to help give me ideas. I need someone to keep me on track. Again, for your individual, personal program. This is not something that, you're going to copy. This has to be in your own voice, with your own heart, with your own message. And so when I knew that, I needed the support, I joined a group, and I invested. I invested in myself, which I say all the time to you guys who are watching, in my personal group or in coaching programs that I run. You got to invest in yourself so you can invest in your business. And, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't need a support group. But you know what? There is nothing wrong with a little support, a little love, having people like me or passionate peers in the industry or in business along the same journey that you're in, being in your corner. It is super powerful. I can't even explain it. I mean, so much so that today is my birthday. I always take today off. I always clear my calendar. And all I want to do is talk to all of you about how you can invest in yourself and how you can make sure that you are putting in place what you need to put in place to benefit, to benefit yourself and to benefit your business. And a few of you on this call right now have been in my groups. A few of you on my call have been on a business journey that I've been along with you on. And I wouldn't change it for the world, because I believe that every single thing we do here, this universe, whatever it is for a goddamn reason, right? And so 3 months later after I invest, 3 months later after I decide to raise my own hand and say, hell yes, I want support. Hell yes, I want someone to guide me. Hell yes, I want passionate peers around me to help me on this journey. I'm making huge advances in my business. I have had an 8-week mentorship where I had 7 amazing women on a journey, many of whom probably didn't even know why they joined, but they trusted me and wanted to be in a network, in a group with other passionate people like themselves. We just finished that group. And today, enrollment closes for my retreat, my Love Your Biz mentorship retreat. And that is a safe place, an affordable safe place to have access to me to get the support that you deserve in your business. Now, maybe you aren't sure yet about wanting support, and that's okay. That's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to address is that there are possibilities for you, possibilities for your business. And being that it's 8/8, August the 8th, there are infinite possibilities. If you take an 8 and turn it on its side, it's infinity, right? So like that. And the possibilities are just that, infinite. And you need to be open to it. You need to be ready. You need to be available for yourself. And I don't know if you guys can see me because it's getting kind of dark, but you need to be available for yourself and for your business. And I want to just mention that my friend, my very good friend and intuitive coach, Emily Aarons, who might still be on the live here, did a business reading this morning for her group. And if you're not in her group, you should join. I'll drop the link down below. But she pulled a card for me today. And the card's message was this: I need to move aside, right? I need to step aside and let all of you join me in this journey. Because clearly, and this is the best way to look at it, is I've been through it. I'm going through it. And who better to guide you on your business journey when you are going through the ups and downs of your business than someone who is literally going through it right before you. Just a few steps ahead, right? You don't have to strive to be the superstar, the mega person, the person who's speaking on the stages, whatever it is. You have to be the best of you. And that is what I am really good at helping you be, right? So you need to be ready. You need to say, it's my turn, Deb. And when you're ready to do that and raise your hand, I'll be there waiting for you, waiting to help you. Thank you guys for the happy birthday wishes. So I'm going to step away, right? I'm going to step away. And if you read my email, if you're on my email list, you read that I always give this day to myself as a gift. I give myself the gift of time. I don't schedule any appointments or calls. And I try not to take care of anyone but myself. Obviously, my kids are at camp today, so it's just me here. But I'm going to take my friend Emily's advice and I'm going to step aside. I'm going to move aside today, and I'm going to let all of you who may be yearning, maybe looking for support, maybe not even sure what you're looking for, join me in my group. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my birthday today. And if you want to join me in my Love Your Biz retreat, I know that you will be there when enrollment closes later today. So I want you to think of this. Think of this before we wrap up. And I'm here for a little bit. So if you guys have questions about the retreat, or you have questions about your journey, if you want more in your business, I want to be there along this path, this ride with you. And I want to help guide you through the path that's best for you. Not something that's in a textbook, not something that you're going to learn by someone handing you a free download of this is how you do it. Because the bottom line is you don't need to follow anyone else's journey but your own. And that's what I realized. That's what being better late than never, like my mother telling me that I was a week plus late. She had to be induced with me. Like, I showed up when I was ready. I got through college and graduate school because I was ready. And then I realized that that wasn't where I was best serving my people. And I figured out a way to find my way, and I needed support, and I got the support I needed when I was ready. So think of this little message. When I say that you've got the highs and lows of your business, right? That's emotional, very emotional, and can be painful and stressful, right? The constant highs and lows, right? In our business retreat, I want you to think of a hammock. And last night in my mentorship group, I did this. I basically was holding them in a hammock. Now my hands look extremely big like that, so I'll hold them like this. But in a hammock, you are fully supported, you are safe, you are free, and you can swing, right? You swing. And when you swing like a little kid on a swing, you feel joy and you feel full and you feel complete and you feel safe, but you're supported. I mean, the hammock is supporting you. It's surrounding you in all of the things that you want to be, that you want, right? That you want for yourself and you want for your business. And at the Love Your Biz retreat, my monthly membership program, you're going to get the support, and I'm going to keep swinging you so that you can feel it. You're going to get the support and the love that you need for yourself and for your business. And so I welcome you to join us over at the retreat to get the support you deserve, the support you desire, right? And to have that feeling of joy and freeness in your business, because you too deserve to feel the way that I feel in my business. And let me tell you, it's not so far away. You just have to be ready to take it all in. So on my birthday, I only want that for all of you. And if you're just joining us, please watch the replay. See, I'm still swinging because it's just so amazing to feel like this. But I will leave you with that wish. And if nothing else, I hope that I've made you feel as alive today as I feel on my 44th birthday. That is my birthday wish. So have an amazing day. I'm going to sign off. I'm actually going to get off Facebook for a couple of hours and enjoy the rest of my day. Thank you all so much.